Good morning, students. Hope that you can hear me and you can see what is on the screen. Students, today we are going to start with the exercise 5.5 of the continuity.
मोबाईलला कनेक्शन कमी झालंय.
Students, can you hear me? If any problem is there, just give the message in our group.
Speed is 0. What? Hela.
Student, just wait for 2 minutes. I'm again joining because there is a problem with internet speed has gone drastically down. I'm joining again with the
No problem, eh?
okay.
Okay then.
If there is no problem, it's we will start with the now the exercise 5.5. Here for that we have studied the use of the logarithm. We should know we have already studied in the third if you have gone from the video third video, there we have studied the properties of the log, and that properties you have studied last year also. That is a log of a upon b is written as log a in minus log b. Log of a into b is written as log a plus log b, and log of a raised to m is m log a. Now in this case, here the first sum they have given as y is cos x, cos 2x, cos 3x. I have solved with taking the logs, but naturally you can solve with u, v and w. You will get the same answer what we get here. Only the thing is that you have to brought this answer, that is a cos x, because if you go for u, v, I will just explain the first part, u, v, w, then naturally u, v, derivative of w. So cos x, cos 2x will remain as it is, and derivative of cos 3x is minus sine 3x. So here we will get it, explaining about this part, we will get that minus sine 3x into 3. Here as I have taken log, I directly get it as a cos 3x. Here that time we will not get but here we will get cos x, cos 2x, cos 3x, and when we take the common, so we'll has to divide and you will get the same answer. Only has to simplify after the taking this. While in the log we get direct answer. Now I'm going to solve the second question. In the second question is the square root of x minus 1 into x minus 2 upon x minus 3 into x minus 4 into x minus 5. Now as this is given, Actually we have this derivative of a root, that is a 1 upon 2 root, and then we can take the derivative of what is inside the square root. Now the problem with 1 upon 2 root is not a creating problem. Afterwards when we go for derivative of this bracket, there u upon v, again in v there are 3 multiplications and it will become very lengthy. To avoid this we will go with the log. Now when we use a log, first this whatever given can, as it is a raised to root, can be written as a raised to half. So when we take a log, it will be log y is half log of, I am using the property of log, here it is a multiplication, so it will becomes a plus. So log of x minus 1 plus log of x minus 2 minus x minus 3, because this is a division, these divisions will be in the subtraction. So ultimately what we get, log y is half, this half is for the square root sign, log of x minus 1 plus log of x minus 2 minus log of x minus 3 minus log of x minus 4 minus log of x minus 5. Now we'll differentiate, because we know the derivative of a log is 1 upon bracket. So here we get first derivative of log y is 1 upon y dy by dx, and that is equal to half. The derivative of log of x minus 1 will be 1 upon x minus 1 plus 1 upon x minus 2 minus 1 upon x minus 3 minus 1 upon x minus 4 minus 1 upon x minus 5. Here we are taking the derivative of the bracket again, no doubt, 1 upon x minus 1 into derivative of the bracket x minus 1, but the derivative of x minus 1 will become 1, because the minus 1 is a constant, its derivative will become 0, and so no need to write again multiplied by 1 multiplied by 1. Now we require dy by dx. So first we'll multiply this y on the other side. We get y upon 2. The bracket will remain as it is. Sorry students. Then we get half, and we are replacing the value of y. The y is square root of whatever the y, that is we'll write as it is, and this. So this we get the value of dy by dx. So that is the first case that we have stated, that when we can use the log. Another, in the theory I have explained, we can use the log when it is a variable raised to variable. So whenever it is a log x raised, here log x is a 1 and cos x, the power is also in the terms of the variable, some function of variable, or we can say f of x raised to g of x. In such cases always the log is only the way to solve this. Now for that, the question given was log x raised to cos x. Let y is equal to this. So we will take log on both the sides. We get log y is equal to log of log x raised to cos x. Now we have the property a raised to m is m log a. So this power cos x comes back, that will be cos x log of log x. Now for the derivative, cos x is a one function, log of log x is another function. Don't make a mistake, that is a log x and log x is a third function. Here as the variable is not written, it is not a say, this is a log of log x is a composite function, and so that is a second function. As it is a second function, we will differentiate this with respect to x. We get 1 upon y dy by dx. First cos x derivative of the second function plus second function derivative of the first function. So we get this as cos x derivative of log x will be 1 upon log x, because this is a log of bracket, into derivative of the bracket. So again that is a derivative of log x. So it will becomes a 1 upon x plus log of log x, and derivative of cos x is minus sin x. Just I always say, whenever you are getting in a negative, better to write in the bracket. Now as we require dy by dx, this y will multiply on the other side. So that will be y times of cos x upon x log x this minus sign will come back. That is, we can write plus of minus sin x log of log x, and we'll replace the value of y as log x raised to cos x upon x log x minus sin x log of log x. That is the only we can simplify this, or one more step we can go if you want. We will take the LCM here, then it will becomes x log x will be the LCM, and then the log x as a base we can convert that again, but you can keep this as also the answer. I think it is a clear. Now we will start with the next sum, that is a question number 4. In the question number 4, it is given x raised to x minus 2 raised to sin x. The problem is that here is again the variable raised to variable for the first part, x raised to x, while 2 raised to sin x, we have the formula for a raised to x. We can use the formula of a raised to x here, where a is a real number. Here it is a 2, and what is the x? X indicates that it is a variable, so it can be any function. Not every time required only as x, it can be any function of x. Now in such cases, whenever we get Kajal, you asked, ma'am, there is not answer for log of log x. I have not cleared your doubt. What is your doubt in that sum? I have not get one thing. Either you write again, or we'll discuss it afterwards. I think that will be the better. Okay? We will discuss this afterwards, Kajal, because I am not getting your doubt clear. Now we'll discuss with the question number 4. Here it was a variable raised to variable, but this was a directly formula. But the problem is that though it's a variable raised to variable, we cannot take directly log on both sides, because here is a minus or plus sign. Always remember, log of a plus b is not log a plus log b or a minus log b, and so we cannot go for direct log. Now without log we cannot find out its derivative. So always this part we just solved as, first we'll assume this x raised to x is a new variable. We'll differentiate that. This is a 2 raised to sin x, not necessary to take it as a derivative because it is a given directly formula. If the formula is not there, we'll assume that as another variable v, we will differentiate both and we will write. Now for this, we will consider let x raised to x is u. Now to simplify this, we will take a log on both sides. Naturally what we get, log u is log of x raised to x. So that is written as x log x. Now we will differentiate. For the derivatives, x is a one function, log x is another function. So we have to use the product rule. Now differentiating with respect to x, what we get, 1 upon u du by dx is equal to x d by dx of log x plus log x d by dx of x. So that is the x, derivative of log x is 1 by x plus x is 1. So this x and x will get cancelled. We get 1 plus log x is 1 upon u du by dx. So what is the du by dx? U 1 plus log x, that is equal to x raised to x 1 plus log x. Now the question y was given x raised to x minus 2 raised to sin x. This x raised to x will be replaced as u. So y is equal to u minus 2 raised to sin x. Now we will differentiate. With respect to x, we get dy by dx is equal to du by dx minus d by dx of 2 raised to sine x. Here du by dx, we have already calculated du by dx here, that is a x raised to x 1 plus log x, that will be replaced here, minus now a raised to x, the derivative of a raised to x is a raised to x log a and then derivative of this bracket. So it will be 2 raised to sine x log 2 to the base e d by dx of sine x, and the derivative of the sine x is cos x. So we get the ultimate answer as x raised to x minus 2 raised to sine x cos x log 2 to the base e. Here don't forget that is a log 2. A raised to x is a raised to x log a and then derivative of this bracket. So I think it's a clear. We'll go with the next sum, that is a question 5. Here I'm not going to solve entire sum, I will just give the hint. Why? Or here, okay, we'll solve this because here it requires to go for the simplification. Now what is given? X plus 3 square, x plus 4 cube, x plus 5 raised to 4. You can UVW, but taking UVW will be more complicated because when we go for the derivative, it will create much more problems. Yeah, Abhishek, you can assume 2 raised to sin x as v and simplify. But when you simplify, you don't require to go, or we can go with the log also. No doubt. We can consider that as another variable v. That is the first sum you are talking about this only. That is a 2 raised to sin x. जैसे मैंने फर्स्ट के लिए u assume किया, वैसे तू दूसरे के लिए v assume कर सकता है. Then take log. Then that will be log v will be equals to sin x log 2. So this log 2 you will get, and sin x ka derivative will be the cos x, correct? And v, the v was 2 raised to sin x, so you will get 2 minus v, then dy by dx is du by dx minus dv by dx. You can get by that also. Why I have not gone? Because there is a direct formula, a raised to a bracket. As we are having the formula for a raised to bracket, why to go with the another variable? फर्स्ट में हमने क्यू यू माना था क्योंकि एक्स रेस टू एक्स का कोई फॉर्मूला ही नहीं था, उसको लॉग के अलावा हम सॉल्व ही नहीं कर सकते थे. सो वी हैव एज्यूम्ड हियर we have the direct formula, so you can apply. But if you are not getting the formula or you are not recollecting, नॉर्मली क्या होता है, फर्स्ट वी स्टार्ट विद u, सेकंड को v मानो, चलो स्टार्ट कर दो, ओके, नो इशू. Take it as a v, differentiate, you will get the same answer. Answer will not change. You can solve by that. For that the marks will not be deducted. Only you are increasing your steps. Which will be easier? Always the easier method is a method which you understand and you can solve. दूसरों ने बताया इसके लिए वो मेथड से करने का कोई मतलब नहीं होता है. जो हमें समझ में आता है, मैंने बोला वैसे वो मेथड भी सही है, सिर्फ तेरे 2 स्टेप्स और बढ़ेंगे और कुछ नहीं होगा. बट जब समझ के हम लिखते हैं तो 2 स्टेप लिखने के लिए भी टाइम कम लगता है, और जब समझ के नहीं लिखते हैं तो उसको टाइम ज़्यादा जाता है, बाकी कुछ नहीं होता है. ओके, नाउ वी विल स्टार्ट विद द क्वेश्चन नंबर 5. Here multiplication is there. Sorry students. So we will take a log y. When we take a log, here what will happen? This will be, as a multiplication is there, बीच में plus sign तो आएगा ही, as well as every bracket was having the power different. It was having 2, 3, 4. They will come as a coefficient behind the log term. So log y will be written as 2 log of x plus 3 plus 3 log of x plus 4 plus 4 log of x plus y. Now we will differentiate this with respect to x. Log y will be 1 upon y dy by dx. 2 is a coefficient, so that will remain as it is. Derivative of log of x plus 3 is 1 upon x plus 3 plus 3. Derivative of log is 1 upon, so that is a 1 upon x plus 4, and here it will becomes a 4 upon x plus 5. Now here we are having only the 3 terms, correct? As it has only the 3 terms, we will take LCM and simplify. In before term और इसके पहले जो हमने second sum किया था, there was having 5 terms, if you are remembering. X minus 1, x minus 2, x minus 3, x minus 4, x minus 5. When we take 5 terms, and if we'll take the LCM, every time we'll get a 4, and multiplication of 4 bracket is not that easy, so no need to do this. In this case, as we are having only the 3 terms, here are 3 terms only, and so we will take the LCM. Now when we take the LCM is x plus 3, x plus 4, x plus 5. Naturally, here we have to multiply by, for the first, we have to multiply by x plus 4 and x plus 5, 4 x plus 5, plus 3, x plus 3 and x plus 5, plus 4 into x plus 3 into x plus 4 upon x plus 3, x plus 4 and x plus 5 was our LCM. Now this y already I have shifted there, that is a y into, we will multiply this 2 bracket first, so that will be x square. You can go directly by this method, that is how you have already studied the formula in 8th standard, if you are recollecting. X plus a into x plus b is x square, a plus b into x plus ab, otherwise सीधा multiply करो, x square plus 5x plus 4x plus 20. Naturally 5x plus 4x is a 9x, so I have written directly because I am applying direct formula. This will be, the middle term will be 8x, and this is a 3 5s are 15. Same way here. Now replace the value of y. This is x plus 3 the square, x plus 4 cube, x plus 5 raised to 4 upon x plus 3, x plus 4, x plus 5. Now we have started simplifying this bracket, that is a 2x square plus 18x plus 40, 3x square, and when we go on adding this, here what will happen? This is a square and one term, so one term will get cancelled, so it will be x plus 3 cube upon 1, so power get reduced by 1, so that will be 2, and here power will be reduced by 1, so it will becomes a 3, and this we have simplified completely, that is a multiplied all this, collect all the terms of x square. Naturally what we are going to get, 2x square, 3x square, 4x square, so that will be 9x square plus 70x plus 133. This is a just simplification part what you have studied in the lower classes. Doesn't require any derivative or any new maths we are going to apply here. So that is only the, now we will start with the 6th question. What is the question there? X plus 1 by x raised to x plus x raised to 1 plus 1 by x. Here bracket consists of the variable. The power is also the consist of variable. It can be any function, but it is a term of x. Here this is also the, again, so we have to use by the log only, or we have to simplify, we have to use the log only. Now for this, to apply the log, but we cannot apply log directly because of this plus sign between. ये प्लस साइन के बदले मल्टीप्लाई होता तो डायरेक्टली हम लॉग यूज़ कर सकते थे. Because of this plus sign, we cannot go for directly log because it doesn't have any property. But log तो यूज़ करना पड़ेगा. So what we will do? First we'll assume this as one variable u. We'll assume this another as another variable v, and then we will simplify and differentiate. Now the properties which we are going to use, that is the same. So let the first part, x plus 1 by x raised to x is a u. Now when we take log on both the sides, what we get? Log u is equal to x, this power becomes a coefficient there, log of x plus 1 by x. Now we will differentiate with respect to x. What we get is 1 upon u du by dx. Derivative of log of u is 1 upon u du by dx is equal to, now the x, for here x is a one term, log of x plus 1 by x is another term. So we have to use the product rule. First derivative of the second plus second derivative of the first x. Now what is the derivative of log? Is 1 upon x plus 1 by x and d by dx of x plus 1 by x plus log remain as it is, derivative of x is 1. Now here we have simplified, we have taken the LCM, but this is when you take LCM, this is actually we get x square plus 1 upon x. This x will go up and so we can write x into x upon x square plus 1. When we take the derivative of x with respect to x is 1, we have studied directly formula, derivative of 1 upon x is minus 1 upon x square. You by heart this formula as derivative of 1 upon x as minus 1 upon x square. That will be the easy. Otherwise 1 upon x I can write it as x raised to minus 1, and then using the formula of bracket raised to n you will get the same, only you are going to increase your 2 more steps there. So to avoid that, always remember the derivative of 1 upon x is minus 1 upon x square. This is a log. Now at the same step I have taken the u on the other side. Replace u. X plus 1 by x raised to x. When we simplify here again it will be x square minus 1 upon x square. This x and x have becomes x square upon x square plus 1 into x square minus 1 upon x square log of x plus 1 by x. Go on simplifying. This simplification is very easy, you can solve it. So we get ultimately du by dx as x plus 1 by x raised to x in a bracket x square minus 1 upon x square plus 1 plus log of x plus 1 by x. Now that is the first part is over. For the second part we are assuming the another variable v. So we say that v is equal to x raised to 1 plus 1 by x. Now we'll take the log on both the sides. So log v will be log of x raised to 1 plus 1 by x or 1 plus 1 by x into log x. Now differentiate. Again this is a first term, this is a second term, or you can simplify that. That is the first will multiply, that is a log x plus 1 by x log x, and then take derivative. Answer will remains the same only. First derivative of the second plus second derivative of the first. So 1 upon v dv by d x is equal to 1 plus 1 by x into derivative of log x is 1 by x plus log x, derivative of 1 becomes a 0, and 1 upon x derivative is minus 1 upon x square. So when we simplify this, here we have taken the LCM, x plus 1 upon x into 1 by x. So this is x square. Here is also x square. Now we can take the LCM as a x square here, and we can write it as x plus 1 minus log x. So we have differentiated the second part and we have found the value of dv by dx. Now the question was why. We have written the question. Now this we have assumed it as a u and this we have assumed it as a v. So y is equal to u plus v. Now differentiate this with respect to x. We get dy by dx will be du by dx plus dv by dx. Already we have calculated du by dx and dv by dx. So we are going to replace that values directly, and we will write it as x plus 1 by x into, this was a term of du by dx, and this is a term what we get from the dv by dx. Now in the dv by dx, here I have just simplified because this x, this was also the x, as the base is the same, powers get subtracted. So 1 plus 1 by x minus 2, and so here it will be 1 by x minus 1, or we can simplify and write directly as, or keep as it is what you got here. You can keep this as well as this. Here I have simplified, that is I've used the law of indices, or that is exponentials. You can use or you can keep that as it is. I think You have cleared the question. The seventh is the same, so no need to solve. You can try by your own. Seven, eight, I'm not going to solve this because you can try this. If you are not getting, you can refer this website, and then also if you are having doubt, you can ask me at any time. You can give me the call. I am always ready to give your answers. Now in this case, when we assume u and v, whatever answer we get, we will keep as it is. We will not try to simplify. Don't consider that whatever we get, for example, this what I am showing you, this is a du by dx, this was a dv by dx, and after this whatever we get, we will not simplify this much more. करेक्ट, उसके बाद उसको एलसीएम लो, ये करो, वो कुछ नहीं करना है, जैसे आया वैसे के वैसे लिखना है. सिर्फ सम ऑफ द क्वेश्चंस वी हैव टू सिंप्लीफाई. अब वो कैसे पता चलेगा कि कब सिंप्लीफाई करना है और कब नहीं करना है? नॉर्मली मैंने पहले बोला कि हमेशा देखो यू वी जो मिला डी यू बाई डी एक्स, जो आया डी यू बाई डी एक्स वो, और डी वी बाई डी एक्स वो वैसे के वैसे लिखते हैं. वी नेवर गो ऑन सिंप्लीफाइंग दैट इज अ, उसके आगे एलसीएम लो, ये करो, वो कुछ करना नहीं है, वहाँ तक ही रखना है. नॉर्मली दिस क्वेश्चंस वेर वी यूज अ लॉग और टू अलग अलग फंक्शंस करके लेने पड़ते हैं, दिस क्वेश्चंस कैरीज द 6 marks. बट नाउ एज द पैटर्न हैज चेंज 80 marks, वी आर रिड्यूस द 6 mark क्वेश्चन. तो डेरिवेटिव का 6 mark का क्वेश्चन आने के चांसेस कम होते हैं, बट आया तो यही टाइप के सम सब आएंगे कि जिसमें आपको यू वी अलग अलग करके डेरिवेटिव लेने पड़ेंगे एंड देन वी हैव टू सिंप्लीफाई. बट मैंने जैसे बोला अभी इसमें नहीं है. आई विल टेक अ क्वेश्चन नंबर 12. उसमें हमको डी यू बाई डी एक्स लिख और डी वी बाई डी एक्स करने के बाद आगे सिंप्लीफिकेशन करनी पड़ रही है. एंड सो वी विल सॉल्व दैट सम वेयर वी आर गोइंग टू यूज दिस or where we are going to simplify further and why. When we'll solve the sum, at that time I will explain. इसके पहले के सम ने हमने तो कुछ ये नहीं किया, जैसे डी यू बाई डी एक्स आया वैसे ही लिखा, डी वी बाई डी एक्स भी वैसे ही लिखा, बट ये सम में वी आर गोइंग टू सिंप्लीफाई फर्दर. फॉर दैट आई एम गोइंग टू स्टार्ट विद द क्वेश्चन नंबर 12. दिस क्वेश्चन इज एक्स रेस टू वाई प्लस वाई रेस टू एक्स is 1. Again variable raised to variable plus variable raised to another variable. So we have to go with the log, but for the log we cannot take the log directly. अब तक तो ये समझ में आया होगा कि डायरेक्ट हम लॉग ले ही नहीं सकते. तो नेचुरली पहला पार्ट u एज्यूम करेंगे. सो u इज इक्वल टू x रेस टू y. सो log u, when you take the log on both side, that is a log u is equal to y log x. Now differentiate. Derivative of log u is 1 by u du by dx. Here y is a one function, log x is another function. So product rule, first derivative of second plus second derivative of the first. So we get du by dx as u. Here y, derivative of log x is 1 upon x, so that is a y by x, plus log x dy by dx. We have replaced the value of u as x raised to y by x plus log x dy by dx. Now we are simplifying this. Yeah, x raised to y upon x, base is same, power gets subtracted, so that is a y minus 1. So y x raised to y minus 1 plus, we will multiply this x raised to y to this term, x raised to y log x dy by dx. So we have calculated du by dx. वहाँ तक कुछ ज़्यादा सिंप्लीफिकेशन नहीं करना है, just keep as it is. Now y raised to x is v. So take log on both the sides. And we will get log v is equal to x log y. Differentiate. 1 upon v dv by dx is equal to, here again the product rule, x derivative of log y plus log y derivative of x. V we have shifted here, so v in a bracket x, derivative of log y will be 1 upon y, dy by dx. Don't forget this dy by dx. The mistake where you made is this, log of bracket is 1 upon bracket तो लिख लेते हो, but dy by dx लिखना भूल जाते हो, and then you will not get the answer. Plus log y, derivative of x is 1. We have replaced the v as y raised to x upon y dy by dx plus log y. X, the power will get subtracted, so x y raised to x minus 1 dy by dx plus y raised to x log y. यहाँ तक भी हमने ज़्यादा कुछ सिंप्लीफिकेशन नहीं की. Now we'll write the question. X raised to y plus y raised to x is 1. So u plus v is equal to 1. Differentiating, what we get, du by dx plus dv by dx is 0. We have written all this. du by dx की टर्म का जो आंसर मिला वो रिप्लेस किया, dv by dx का रिप्लेस किया. अब हम यहाँ क्यों नहीं छोड़ सकते, क्योंकि हमारा क्वेश्चन क्या था, वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट द वैल्यू ऑफ dy by dx. हमने dy by dx फाइंड ही नहीं किया. इसके पहले के सारे सम्स आपने देखे होंगे, तो y इज इक्वल टू u प्लस v मिलता था, एंड नेचुरली dy by dx इज du by dx प्लस dv by dx. तो dy by dx एक साइड लेफ्ट हैंड साइड आपको मिल जाता था, और उसके वजह से आपको और सिंप्लीफिकेशन करने की ज़रूरत नहीं थी. ये सब में प्रॉब्लम क्या है, वी गेट, कहीं भी हमको dy by dx तो मिला ही नहीं था, क्योंकि u प्लस v इज 1. सो डेरिवेटिव लिया तो du by dx प्लस dv by dx इज 0. हमें तो कहीं भी dy by dx मिला ही नहीं. बट जब du by dx है, इन दैट केस वी हैव हैविंग अ टर्म ऑफ dy by dx, और dv by dx में भी हमें dy by dx की टर्म है, और हमको आंसर निकालना dy by dx है. इसके लिए इसमें हमें आगे थोड़ा सिंप्लीफाई करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि वी विल ट्राई टू कलेक्ट द टर्म ऑफ dy by dx on one side and remaining term on the other side, so that we can get the value of dy by dx. And for that we have taken the dy by dx term, along with that I have taken dy by dx common. So what terms left here, x raised to y log x plus x y raised to x minus 1 is equal to minus this term go on the other side, that will be y raised to x log y, and this is a y, x raised to y minus 1. Now we can calculate the dy by dx. This bracket was in multiplication, will go in the denominator, and then we get the value of dy by dx. So इसमें हमने सिंप्लीफाई आगे फर्दर किया, क्योंकि हमें dy by dx का आंसर ही नहीं मिला था. इसके पहले के सम सब सारे देखो, उसमें dy by dx एक साइड होता ही था पहले. तो उस जब ऐसा होता है कि dy by y इज इक्वल टू यू प्लस वी, तो और सिंप्लीफाई करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. जहाँ du by dx आया वो वैसे ही रिप्लेस करो, dv by dx भी वैसे ही रिप्लेस करो, एंड यू विल गेट द आंसर. बट जब ऐसे होता है कि टर्म्स में y dy by dx मिला ही नहीं आंसर, द क्वेश्चन इज वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट द वैल्यू ऑफ dy by dx. सो वी हैव टू गो एंड सिंप्लीफाई फर्दर. Now the 13th question. In the 12 and 13 question the difference is only that इक्वालिटी साइन दी है, उसमें इक्वालिटी नहीं थी, प्लस डाल के 1 दिया था. अब इक्वालिटी होगी तो वेरिएबल रेस्ट टू वेरिएबल, सो लॉग, बट बीच में प्लस साइन नहीं है, तो वी कैन टेक डायरेक्टली लॉग ऑन बोथ द साइड्स. सो व्हेन यू टेक लॉग ऑन बोथ द साइड्स, व्हाट वी गेट, x log y is equal to y log x. Differentiate here, first derivative of the second derivative of first. We have to use the product rule on both the sides. So when we simplify, x derivative of log y plus log y derivative of x is equal to y derivative of log x plus log x derivative of y. X derivative of log y is 1 upon y dy by dx. I just say don't forget this dy by dx. और इसके लिए log y मतलब log ऑफ ब्रैकेट, y के आजू बाजू ब्रैकेट डालो तो आपको फॉर्मूला तुरंत याद आएगा. log of bracket is 1 upon bracket derivative of bracket. So derivative of y is dy by dx. Don't forget this part. Main mistake is always here only, we are forgetting this part. Plus log y 1 upon x plus log x dy by dx. So x upon y dy by dx minus log x dy by dx. After this, as we require the answer of dy by dx, we will collect the term of dy by dx on one side and without dy by dx on the another side. So that is a y upon x minus log y. So just dy by dx common, we get x upon y minus log x is equal to y upon x minus log x. After that, just it is a simplification part what we have done. That is, we have taken the LCM. So that is x minus y log x upon y is equal to y minus x log x upon x. And we have converted in the another form. And we get dy by dx is y in a bracket y minus x log y upon x in x minus y log x. I think this sum is also been cleared. It is easy, so you can, and the same type, the 14 sum is on the same type. Instead of x raised to y, they have given cos x raised to y. So here instead of x, they have taken the certain another function. The method will be the same. So I think you can try. If you will not get the answer, we are ready to discuss in the next lecture. Just if any having the doubts, you can send the message, or you can keep these are the doubts in our group. So in the next lecture, when I am starting tomorrow's lecture, I will first with the according to my planning. Today I have planned that is a 5.5 and 5.7. So I am going to start with the 5.7. Before that, we will take one more sum from this, and then I am going to start with the 5.7. But whatever the sums I say, it is a similar, you can try. And if you are trying and you are not getting the answer, I have given two options. You can my number in a group, so you can give me the call. I will be ready to give you the answer, or just in our group, write the exercise number and question number. I have not got the answer. This is a doubt. So in tomorrow's lecture, I can start, or I will collect that sum first. Though I have not planned tomorrow, because tomorrow I am not going to take 5.5 and 5.7. Yesterday we have completed 5.6. So my tomorrow's lecture will be depends upon the 5.8, that is a mean value theorem, Rolle's theorem, and exercise 5, that is a miscellaneous 5, that is a sure. But if you are having the doubt, first we will clear that doubt of the previous exercises, and then I will go with the next. Otherwise, according to my planning, I am going to solve the questions. Now here after this, we are going to solve the question number 15. The xy is e raised to x minus 1. Take log. So what we get? Log of xy is equal to log of e raised to x minus y. After that, we are going to use the property of the log. This is a log x plus log y, x minus y log e. Now whenever I just stated the base is not mentioned, it means the base is e. And the property of the log is log e to the base e is 1. So this log e, what is written in this step, is not written in the next step, because the log e to the base e and its value is 1, and we know when we multiply by 1, always answer remains the same number. So we have not written. It is not by mistake that I have forgot to write log e here. Okay, so that is a log x plus log y is x minus y. We'll collect the y terms on one side and then we'll differentiate, or you can differentiate at this step only. After differentiating, you will collect the terms of dy by dx on one. Here what I have done, I have collected the terms of y on one side and the x on the other side, and then I have differentiated. If you differentiate here directly, afterwards you have to collect the term of dy by dx on one side and the without dy by dx on the other side. So now differentiating, derivative of y is dy by dx plus derivative of log y is 1 upon y dy by dx. Derivative of x is 1. Derivative of log x 1 upon x. We get dy by dx is common. So we get 1 plus 1 upon y is equal to 1 minus 1 upon x. This was a just simplification. That is, the dy by dx is y into bracket x minus 1. This y will go up. So y into x minus 1 upon x, this y plus 1 come down. So we get this as a dy by dx. Now the 16th question. Just what they have asked. First they have asked to find out the derivative and then hence find f dash of 1. Hence find f dash of 1 मतलब first f dash of x आपको निकालना पड़ेगा and f dash of 1 इसका मतलब जो आपको f dash of x मिला उसमें जहाँ जहाँ x है वहाँ वहाँ सिर्फ 1 रिप्लेस करना है. To get the f dash of x it is a multiplication of 4. अपने पास u v w k के लिए कोई फॉर्मूला नहीं है, so that is a log. So we have to go for the log. सिर्फ f dash of x मिलने के बाद आपको f dash of 1 निकालने के लिए you have to replace every x by 1. That is only the additional part. And I have the full guarantee that the students you can solve this. So that is a complete the logarithmic function and its derivative. The logarithm derivative of the logarithmic function is very easy. Log of bracket is 1 upon bracket derivative of the bracket. But as the log has its original properties, the log is mainly used for the multiplication and division. And because of that, we can solve, our applications are more. And so the sums are asked in the exams are mainly on this part, that is on the logarithmic functions. And that completes our exercise 5.5. Yesterday we have already completed 5.6. Now we will start with the 5.7. Before that, what is mean by the second order derivative? That is, whatever given is second order derivative is second order derivative. What is the meaning of the second order derivative? The derivative of the function is called as a second order derivative and it is denoted by y double dash or d2y by dx square or by y2. This is a y2 doesn't mean that coordinate. जब हम y1 लिखते हैं इसका मतलब फर्स्ट ऑर्डर डेरिवेटिव होता है y with respect to x का and y2 it is a derivative of the second order derivative. Now what is mean by second order derivative? First जो function दिया है उसका first order derivative तो आप already सीख चुके हैं. जब first order derivative when we calculate we get one more function. Whenever rare time we get a constant. So we get a function. If that function is differentiated again, then what we get is called as a second order derivative. We can go up to the n order derivative. That is if a second order derivative what we get, if I'll differentiate again, I will get the third order derivative and successive. As we go on more and more differentiating, we get the different orders. But in your course, you are having only up to the second order derivative, but you can find out the third order derivative also. After getting the second order derivative, whatever the function we get, if I differentiate it again, I will get the third order derivative. Now in this second order derivative, this exercise is very small because you already studied to find out the derivative. Only the case is that whatever we get the derivative, again we have to differentiate. Now what they have given? Y is x square plus 3x plus 2. Now differentiate with respect to x. It was so easy कि 11 में ही हम already पढ़ चुके थे. X square का तो 2x है, 3x का 3 है. So what I get? 2 dy by dx is 2x plus 3. Only to get the second order derivative, what I have to do? I have to differentiate this with respect to x again. And so I get, that is the derivative of 2x is 2. Now I don't think I have to solve the second because the same. We will go with the third question. X cos x. So y was given x cos x. We will differentiate this with respect to x. Again as x and cos x. It is a u into v, and so we are having the product rule. dy by dx, x derivative of cos x is minus sin x plus cos x derivative of x. So minus x sin x plus cos x. This was our first order derivative. Now to get the second order derivative, here again it is a u into v, correct, and then the derivative of this, so that will be written as minus sign keep outside, that is the easiest way, first derivative of second plus second derivative of first plus derivative of cos x. Derivative of cos x is minus sin x minus, now I am simplifying and so bracket, so I will multiply with this negative sign also, minus x derivative of sin x is cos x, so I get minus x cos x. This is a minus sin x minus sin x, so minus x cos x minus 2 sin x, or further you can take minus sign common and you can write. So that is a easy part. Here also, though it is x cube log x, first order derivative u into v, for the second term also you will have to go for the same part. Here we are going to solve now. I am going to solve the question number 11 first, because the remaining are very easy. Just try, and I have full guarantee that you can solve within half of an hour. So y is equal to 5 cos x minus 3 sin x. Prove that d2y by dx square plus y equal to 0. Now to solve such sums, there are two methods. One, find out the second order derivative and then start with the left hand side of this part. Replace d2y by dx square value and y value. Simplify, you should get it as a 0, that is a 1. Or the another method is that we'll try to get that directly. Now here question was 5 cos x minus 3 sin x. Differentiate. 5 derivative of cos x is minus sin x, minus 3 derivative of sin x was a cos x. So first order derivative. After that again differentiate. What we get? Minus 5 derivative of sin x is cos x, minus 3, again derivative of cos x is a minus sin x. So ultimately we get minus 5 cos x plus 3 sin x. Take minus sign common. If I take a minus sign, why I have taken the minus sign common? Actually दोनों में तो थी नहीं, but minus sign common लूँगी तो ये जो मेरा part था वो that will be again the question as a y. So what I get, that is equals to minus y. Shift on this side, you will get plus y, and so that is equal to 0. So we have calculated directly, we have proved. Otherwise, this was your d2y by dx square. Replace this plus y when you write, you will get the answer. Now we will solve the 12th question. Y is cos inverse of x. Find the second order in terms of y only. The question was given in x, but they've asked the answer in y. So first, y is cos inverse x. Differentiate. When we find out derivative is a minus 1 upon under root of 1 minus x square. This is can be written as raised to minus half. So we'll again differentiate. When we take a raised to minus half, we can use bracket raised to n bracket raised to n minus 1 into derivative of the bracket, and when we simplify up till this part, I think you will not have a doubt. After that, this is a d2y by dx square, but what the question given, they have asked the question that is give the answer in terms of y, not in terms of x. Here we get in terms of x. To get the answer in terms of y, what they have given, cos inverse of x is y, so from that we get x is equal to cos y, and replace the value of x as cos y here. What we get? Cos y upon 1 minus cos square y. 1 minus cos square can be written as the identity sin square y, and raised to 3 by 2. So this will get cancelled, and this is the answer what we get here. Cos y upon sin y can be replaced it as a cot y, and 1 upon sin square is a cosec square y. Only the part was this, that is after finding out the second order derivative, try to get the value of x in terms of y and just replace. That was a easy